Thank you.
Good morning, Webster's Hotel.
Three hotels burgled in as many weeks. Results to date? 0. I'm not satisfied. We're doing all we can.
Well,
I don't want excuses. I want evidence that leads to arrest and conviction. Understood?
Grant this, we beseech thee, O merciful Father, through Jesus Christ, our mediator and Redeemer. Amen.
Amen.
The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Ghost be with us all evermore. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Hello? Are you a relative of Mrs. Trotter?
Me? No, not really. Though I did know her quite well long ago. You?
Oh, I was a district nurse. Maggie Bolton.
Stella Redford.
Are you staying in Aidensfield?
No, Ashfordly. Oh. I arrived yesterday hoping to see Mrs. Trotter, but too late.
Will you be staying for long?
I'm not quite sure. Perhaps you could advise me. I need the services of a good local solicitor.
Oh, yes, Jackie Bradley at Tompkinson and Walker in Ashfordly.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you've got to be honest, Frank. It's a perfect field for lurcher racing, and there's plenty of parking for your punters.
So long as you don't try to fleece them for too much rent.
As if. All I need to do is cover me expenses.
Your cut depends on keeping the law off our backs.
That's no problem, Frank. You just keep your head down and leave the rest to me.
My dog Slip is running against the top drag racing lurchers in the kingdom. Well, this is my year. Don't disappoint me, Claude.
Take a seat, Mrs. Redford.
I'm sorry to show up without an appointment.
Well, you did say it was urgent, and that Maggie Bolton had pointed you my way. Well, how can I help you?
I very badly need to trace someone.
A missing person?
It's a bit more complicated. A child given up for adoption 20 years ago. My child, in fact.
Right, thanks. Sarge, another hotel burglary. Webster's here in Ashfordly.
Hotel number 4. Someone obviously doesn't think much of our efforts to deter crime.
I said I'd go straight over.
Take Bellamy with you. We need as much manpower on this one as possible.
Oh, you found one. Lovely. All right, should fit all right. Be quiet. And you. Mr. Greengrass? Talk to him, son. Talk to him. Good boy, talk to him. Go on, tell him off. Good lad. I'd love to buy you a license. What's this?
Who's up there?
The Whip. Piggott. Latest member of the council, Gestapo. Imperative we discuss the rate revaluation of your property.
What's that mean?
It means that they're trying to make out I run a business from home. What you do? Run a business from home. You repeat that in mixed company and I'll post you to Australia. Go and get the gear out so we can show Pargo where his money's going.
When did you arrive, Mrs. Redford?
Yesterday.
And the missing money? Jewellery? Did any of the staff see you handling it?
I don't think so. No.
Have you informed anyone of your movements recently, Mrs. Redford?
No. Why do you ask?
No other rooms in the hotel were burgled. Well, either the burglar was lucky, or he knew you'd left the hotel.
I don't know. I just want the wallet back. There's a photograph in it that's irreplaceable. Picture of a little girl, 18 months old. I really must have it back.
Fingers do slip on till keys, you know. Anyway, I sorted it out.
Surely the idea, Gina, is to get it right each time, every time.
Can I remind you, Oscar, running the pub happens to be my business. Who's that?
That's Pargo.
Who?
Frank Pargo.
Well, don't just stand there. Go and get it. Now, Frank, we're winning. What's up?
I've been spotted by Oscar Blaketon.
You've let Blaketon see you?
Was I to know he'd been setting himself up in a boozer?
You know what Blaketon's like? We'll have half the coppers in North Yorkshire round here.
Word's gone out. I can't back off now, Claude.
Well, neither can I. I've got my overheads. We shall have to think of a way to distract them.
Like what?
I don't know. Give them something to chew on so they don't bother about a bit of honest gambling. Hang on, you've never met Lord Ashfordly, have you?
I don't quite see eye to eye with the landed gentry.
Don't you? I think you'll enjoy what I've got in mind then.
All right, Oscar. I'll pass it on. Sarge, we've just had a report that Pargo's back on our patch.
Should we know the name?
Oh, Pargo's notorious. He's a travelling type who runs coursing on trespass land. Oh, it's big money stuff. Lots of illegal betting.
I'm not interested in rumours of trespassing dogs, Ventress. I am interested in solving actual serious crime. Like burglary.
Oh, Mike, someone dropped off this for you at the station. It was found in the gutter by Webster's Hotel.
Mrs. Redford's?
It could be.
Right, well, thanks, Alf. I'll let her know.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Would it be possible to speak to Lord Ashfordly, please? No, he don't know me, but I'm sure he'd like to hear what I have to say. It's to do with his big shoot next week. Would you inform him that a man called Pargo, yes, is coursing a pack of lurchers through his lordship's covers? Now, all we've got to do is drop this bit of bait for Blaketon, stand back and watch the what's-it-at the thingamabob. Come on, son. Come on, look up. That's a good boy.
You're early.
Hello there, you. Oh, come here.
I've got things to do.
Yeah, come on. What's your name?
Come on, sweetheart. Oh, you play with Teddy 1 minute while I talk to Daddy. Yeah.
Right, close your eyes.
Oh, well,
Oh, come on, close your eyes. Turn around. There you go.
For me?
You thought I forgot about my birthday girl, didn't you?
It's lovely.
Is that all I get?
Parents trying to find their children, children looking for their natural parents. It's tricky. Well, you know the laws on adoption better than I do, Jackie.
I know, but I have to cover all the angles.
Have you ever known anyone get round the system, Maggie?
No. I've treated quite a few who've tried, but none who've succeeded.
That's all right, I'll get it. Mrs. Redford?
I got your message.
Yes, a wallet was handed in, but I was going to come and see you about that tomorrow.
I was in the area, and, well, I'd feel happier if I had it now.
Sure, please do, come in.
Thanks.
Mrs. Redford, I know you and Maggie have already met.
Hello.
So I'll get the wallet.
Have you had a chance to look into my situation?
Not in any great detail yet. Maggie's dealt with parents in your situation.
What are my chances, Maggie?
Well, to be honest, not good.
The wallet, Mrs. Redford.
Oh, yes, that's it. Thanks. It was taken just days before I last saw her. Her name's Emma.
What a beautiful child.
I think about her all the time. How she is, what kind of a life she had. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Come sit down.
Landlord, pour us a couple of scotches and make 'em big uns.
You're pushing your luck, Greengrass. Parading yourself in the company of Pargo.
Well, if that's your attitude toward my friend, I'll take him somewhere else. Come on, Frank.
And whatever you're planning, I would just forget it. Ashfordly police have had their card marked.
Oh, well, let's hope they don't know about the ones we've got up our sleeve. Hey!
Claude?
Hey, Gina. What is it?
Private and confidential.
It's a map of the Ashfordly estate. We've got him.
I feel such a fool.
Oh, don't mind us. We'll meet tomorrow with Maggie and go through it step by step.
I just want to see my child again. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Poor woman. She's desperate to see her daughter.
I think I can guess why. Those pills in her bag, they're very powerful painkillers.
Well, how serious is it?
Terminal.
Mr. Greengrass? Hello?
Guess who that was? Sergeant Craddock.
Me?
No, he wants to see me.
What about?
We didn't say.
Well, I don't think I approve of you dating another copper, Mrs. Bradley.
I've got no choice. He outranks you.
I presume you know the purpose of my visit, Mrs. Bradley?
In this job, I never presume.
It's about Mrs. Craddock. I don't believe in divorce, but if it should come to it, I would appreciate knowing my position.
That's easily done.
You see, what I still don't understand is why a woman like Penny would want to throw away a perfectly happy marriage.
Well, would she, if the marriage was perfectly happy?
Well, she approved of my career. She wanted for nothing. She was the centre of my life. If that's not the definition of a happy marriage, what is?
You broke my heart, because I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. But now I'm back. to let you know that I can really shake them down.
Right about that slip. He's a flying machine.
I told you, this is the year I clean up.
Don't forget to help with the training, will you?
You'll be coining it in hand over fist. Starting with the field reds and the lads.
A bit quick off the mark, aren't they? Hey, don't forget they've all got to know the score. I want this lurcher coursing event on the Ashfordly estate to be the worst kept secret in Yorkshire.
I just wondered if you had enough time to ask the...
Ashfordly Police Station. Oh, Lord Ashfordly. Yes, we know. Yes.
To the hotel.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we know about Pargo. Look, I think you better have a word with Sergeant Craddock. I'll put you through straight away.
No, I've got a pen.
What seems to be the problem?
Lord Ashfordly. He's convinced that Pargo's going to ruin his annual shoot by staging a coursing event on his land.
Bye-bye. Hey, that was Mr. Franklin, the one who got turned over at the Welby Hall Hotel. Well, it seems he travelled to Ashfordly by train and then taxied to the hotel.
Oh. Same as Mrs. Redford's at the Webster's.
Ventress! Bradley! I want action on this Pargo character. Warn him off the Ashfordly estate and inform him that any disturbance, any damage will have the gravest consequence. I will not tolerate illegal activities such as unlicensed betting, especially on the Ashfordly estate. How much?
Right, that's 3 and 6.
Oh, Mr. Trotter?
That's right.
Hi, I'm Gina. We spoke on the phone when you booked. I'll show you to your room, eh? It's all yours.
Great.
Oh, you didn't say how long you wanted to stay. You know when you rang to book.
I'm still not sure. Is it a problem?
Not for someone who's come all the way from Canada. Only you're not Canadian, are you?
Not originally. I grew up round here.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey! Got to go and hide the bike. Here comes Plug. Leave this to me, Frank.
What's this? Butlins holiday camp for lurchers?
Just entertaining a few friends on my own private property, Alf.
Not your usual class of entertainment, Pargo.
I'm just a man of simple pleasures.
Well, just remember, keep away from the Ashfordly estate. If anything disturbs their pheasants, we'll be back.
Ashfordly estate? Wouldn't have it on our minds, would we, Frank?
We don't even know where it is, do we, Slip?
Pint, please.
Do you have a preference?
Sergeant Blaketon.
Well, it's Oscar Blaketon now, Billy. I've retired. It's been a long time.
First time I've been back.
Why's that?
My mother's funeral. But I got here too late.
Well, the last time we met, I just sent you down for 3 years.
Yes.
No hard feelings, I hope.
You were doing your job. How much does a pint cost these days?
I'm putting you two on special duty. Your orders are to protect the Ashfordly estate. At least until his lordship's VIPs have had their shoot. Is that understood?
Yes, Sarge.
Mr. Trotter? Mr. Billy Trotter?
That's right.
Maggie Belton. I was responsible for your mother's care.
I see.
Well, thanks for that.
She kept hoping she'd see you before the end.
I got the message too late. We'd been out of touch a long time.
I know.
Did she tell you why?
She just wanted to see you before she died.
She destroyed my life here. Did she tell you about that?
No, but if the idea was to punish her for it, take it from me. You certainly succeeded.
No, not him again.
You're a very difficult man to find, Mr. Greengrass.
You obviously don't look in the right places.
All my race department wants is for me to check your premises.
It's not me premises, it's me house.
You tell him, Claude.
You deny you use his premises for commercial purposes.
I don't deny it, because I don't do it. Who says I do?
We have our sources.
What?
Oh.
Alfred, you naughty boy.
You haven't heard the last of this.
Next time you come around here, try not to have a hole in your trousers.
I did wonder if Alfred had a purpose in life.
Only when called.
What's the point? Well, they're not going to show, are they?
Ours is not the reason why.
Why did you not try to find Emma before?
I couldn't let my husband know. She was an illegitimate child. He couldn't have coped with that.
What about Emma's father?
He was a young man I met in Leeds. I was a student there. We fell in love and I became pregnant. We both wanted Emma, but I found myself on my own.
What, he left you?
It's a long story. He ended up in prison. My parents disowned me, so I went to live with his mother. She hated me. Blamed me for everything. It was horrible.
Did you consider leaving Emma with her?
She didn't want her. She wanted her son to be free of us both.
What did he think about that?
He was desperate for her to have Emma. She was in prison. What could he do?
Have you seen him since?
His mother said he'd gone to Canada. Told me how glad she was I wouldn't see him again. Poor Billy. How he must have hated us both.
There you go. Oh, Mike's here.
Ah, Mike, it's room 6, unforced entry. No obvious suspects.
Whose room is it?
Well, it's Billy Trotter. That's him over there talking to Gina.
Right, thanks, Oscar. Gina?
Feel awful, Mike.
Not your fault, Gina.
So, Mr. Trotter, when did you get here?
Earlier today, flew in from Canada. Yesterday, came up by train.
All the way?
To Ashfordly. From there, by cab.
The cab driver, would you recognise him if you saw him again?
Sure.
Each of the victims took an Ashfordly cab to their separate hotels. It's the one common link in all the burglaries.
Cab driver who also happens to be an expert lockpick.
Well, that, or he sets them up. I'll ask Mr. Trotter and Mrs. Redford if they can identify the driver of their cabs. If it's the same, we may just have a case, Sarge.
Right, let's see if we can exercise a bit of lurcher lung power.
They're here.
Well, we'll certainly do all we can, but as I said before, I don't hold out a great deal of hope.
Thanks, Jackie.
Sorry to break things up, ladies.
It's all right. We were finished anyway.
Mrs. Redford, just one thing. The day you arrived, do you remember by any chance the taxi driver who took you from the station to the hotel?
I think so, yes.
Do you think you could identify him?
Yes, of course. Can I help?
Very possibly. Can you come to Ashfordly police station tomorrow morning? From there, we'll take you and Mr. Trotter to the taxi rank and we can...
Mr. Trotter?
Yeah, he's a visitor from Canada who also had his room burgled.
Billy? Here, it's not possible.
I'm sorry?
Mrs. Trotter's son. I spoke to him today. He's Emma's father, isn't he?
Can I help you, sir?
I've come to report an assault by a vicious dog.
Do you happen to know the owner of the dog, sir?
Oh, yes. A Mr. Greengrass.
You mean Alfred?
That's it. Savage brute. He wants putting down as a public menace.
Bingo. Mr. Piggott claims that he was attacked by Alfred on Greengrass's property, and he has the wound to show for it.
Any witnesses?
Well, Pargo was there with 4 of his dogs, including that champion lurcher.
I am listening, Ventris.
Well, I'd like to impound his dogs as well. You know, to use as evidence.
On what grounds?
Well, let's say I suspect that they were involved in the attack on Mr. Piggott too.
And how long would you keep them locked up?
Only as long as it takes to establish their innocence. Or until Lord Ashfordly's shoot is safely behind us.
I see. Excellent idea, Ventris. Well, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
Mrs. Redford, our other witness, Mr. Trotter.
How are you, Billy?
Fine. You? I didn't think you'd come.
I thought about it. But I couldn't risk not seeing you again.
No? Why?
To tell you how sorry I am for what happened.
It's past and done now. No one owes anyone anything.
Not even an explanation?
No. Or excuses.
That Piggott's a lying toad, you know. Alfred wouldn't do it like that.
Oh, Mr. Piggott bit his own bum, did he?
He's got enough neck.
What's he got to do with my dogs?
They were accessories. Anyway, if they're feeling lonely, you can come and visit them in jail.
Some genius you are.
I'm glad you're aware of it. Don't worry about it. I'll sort something out.
I want my dog slip out of there. Otherwise it's all off and no play, no pay. Right, Claude?
That's it.
Mrs. Redford?
Yes, the same driver.
Yep.
PC Bellamy, Ashfordly Police. You're the driver of that cab, sir?
That's right.
Peter Miller.
Look, what's this about?
You're under arrest, sir.
Pete?
Mrs. Miller.
Yeah?
Sergeant Craddock, Ashfordly Police. We've come to search your flat.
It's a mistake, Anna.
So are you denying that Alfred attacked Mr. Piggott?
Well, not necessarily, no. But I just want you to see if you can get Alfred off death row, you know, and get the other dogs released and all.
How?
You take my case on and I'll tell you.
Well, if you know how, why bother to hire me?
Because for some strange reason I don't think they'd listen to me. Not only that, but you're prettier.
You confirm that you took Mr. Trotter to the Aidensfield Arms?
Yes, but I came straight back to Ashfordly.
Sarge? Found it in the bedroom.
That's mine, a present from my husband.
It matches the description of the necklace stolen 2 days ago from Webster's Hotel. The owner of the necklace identified you as the cab driver who took her to the hotel. Do we really need her to identify this as well?
Pete? Don't make it worse, please.
I need a solicitor.
What sort of man did you marry?
He was older. A good man. Not perfect, but then who is? And you?
I got married 10 years ago. Wonderful woman. She really helped me bury all the bad things in my life.
I'm glad. Do you have children?
No. But that's okay. I looked for you after I got out of prison.
I didn't want to be found, Billy. Later, when I really understood what I'd done to you and Emma, it was too late.
Your accomplice, what's his name?
Derek Preston. He suckered me into this.
Didn't refuse your share, though, did you?
My client is cooperating, Sergeant. No need to intimidate him.
How do you contact Derek?
If I think the fare's loaded, I leave a telephone message, you know? The hotel, a description of the fare, a name if possible.
Would you be willing to leave one more message, Pete?
Pete's been charged, but he's cooperating and that's good news for him.
Can I see him?
Yes, of course.
We're off.
Mike, look at this. Tell me I'm not seeing things. It's the same picture, it's the same child.
Mr. Miller. Thank you.
Anna, is this you?
Yeah, my parents gave it to me before they got divorced. They said I had it with me when I was adopted.
You always knew you were adopted?
Yeah, they told me when I was still young.
Have you ever thought about your natural parents?
What's to think? They must have hated me.
Well, why'd you say that?
Why else dump me? It's the one thing I've always wanted to ask them.
Well, what if you could ask them?
The chance would be a fine thing. Once you're adopted, that's it. They might as well be dead.
But if it was possible?
This isn't just curiosity, is it?
I'm serious.
She's willing to see us.
Yes.
Billy?
I don't think we should.
Why?
Stella, we dumped our kid. It doesn't matter how or why.
Oh, you don't understand. I must see her.
For whose sake? Yours or Emma's?
Maybe you should tell Billy the real reason. I'm a nurse, Stella. Those pills you carry around in your handbag, I know what they mean. We'll leave you to it.
Room service, sir. We've had a complaint.
Sorry the room wasn't to your satisfaction, sir, but we've made alternative arrangements. At no cost to you whatsoever.
Oh, hello, Jackie.
Hello. Who's handling the Piggott case?
Me.
Did Mr. Piggott formally identify Alfred?
By name. Why?
Well, other dogs were present during the alleged attack, and my client insists on an identity parade.
What client? You mean Greengrass?
Yes. Please arrange it, will you, Alf?
That must be him. That's the one.
Alfred. Satisfied?
No.
What seems to be the problem?
I believe Mr. Piggott's original statement stated that the attacking dog was called Alfred. It didn't specify what the dog in question actually looked like.
That Mr. Piggott's just picked out Alfred from an identification parade.
No, Alfred drew attention to himself. Describing an attacker by name alone doesn't constitute proof of guilt. The fact is that Mr. Piggott failed to provide a description of the dog because he wasn't sure which one bit him. I'm afraid these dogs have been mistakenly detained.
Hand the dogs back, men.
What about me?
You heard what the law requires. I'm sorry, but you failed to provide it, Mr. Piggott.
Very clever, Greengrass. But don't expect that to be the end of the matter.
The end of the matter? It's the end that's been bit you ought to worry about. Well done, Mrs. Bradley. I think we ought to go into partnership.
Hi, Maggie. Come in. Anna, this is your mother, Stella Redford.
Hello, Anna.
And your father, Billy Trotter.
What am I supposed to say to you?
It's your mother and I who have to explain. Anna.
I want to understand, that's all.
We both wanted you very much. Both loved you.
So why dump me? You were my parents, you're supposed to look after me. Not give me away to people because you couldn't be bothered. I hate you for that, and I always have.
Right, leave it to us. We owe you, Oscar. Sarge, Oscar's heard from 3 different sources. It sounds like there's an army of them and their dogs about to descend on the Ashfordly estate.
When?
Today, this afternoon.
Right. Ventris, alert the men we're drafting into the Ashfordly estate. Bellamy, you're responsible for concealment of police vehicles up there. And Bradley, make arrangements for the emergency detention tonight of a large number of men and dogs.
Right, hold on to your dogs!
6 to 4, Phil! 6 to 4, Phil! Any more?
Okay, are you ready? Up you go!
Get your foot down, David, they're catching it! Get your foot down!
Control to Delta Alpha 2-3. Control to Delta Alpha 2-3.
Delta Alpha 2-3 receiving.
Lynn's girl, 7.5 to 5, ticket number...
Give me 50 quid on the slip.
You're kidding.
Alright, now we come to the open race. That's the big one of the day. The runners are Slip, Harmer, Donna, and Nadine.
20 points to 10.
Straight line. This is a very important race. Now I want a straight line and we don't go. A straight line. Then further back. There you go. There you go.
Sarge, just heard on the blow. There are reports of a massive disturbance over at Greengrass's land.
Disturbance?
Boisterous crowds, lurcher racing and gambling.
It's an event for the books, this, eh? A pleasure to do business with a master of his craft, eh?
Better late than never.
You've all been far kinder than I deserved.
Stella! It's a habit of you, isn't it? Leaving without saying goodbye.
We'll take your bags for you.
Thank you. Billy, I doubt if we'll see each other again.
How long have they given you?
Less than 3 months. But it's Anna I want to talk about. I don't know what your plans for her are.
Only that I want to try to be a father to her. Be there for her.
I've had my wish. But if I had another, it would be to share a little of that with you.
I'll be doing it for both of us, Stella.
I must go. Goodbye, Billy.
Goodbye, Stella.
It's about time you got some brakes on that thing. What's that?
That's for you, Mr. Greengrass. That chap, Mr. Piggott, he stopped me and said I had to give that to you personally.
Did he? Probably a letter of apology. I'll swing for the swine.
Well, what's he done?
What he's been threatening to do. He's put this place on a business rating. And he's backdated it 5 years.
Hey.
What would you do if you woke up one morning to find that I'd gone? You know, like Stella?
Me? Well, I'd go back to sleep.
I mean, seriously.
No, seriously. Seriously? Well, I'd start looking for you.
How long for?
Well, that depends on exactly how much sleep I'd had. Ow!
Mike! Answer the question.
Hmm.
Answer the question.
Well,
Answer the question.